Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of this newsletter. Friends, I'm going to be sharing some of my thoughts with you today on the subject that has been the focus of my professional career for the last 20 odd years. Friends, my name is Dr. Arun Dheer and I'm a gastrointestinal surgeon, and I'm going to be sharing some of my ideas with you about gastrointestinal health. Friends, in my practice, I deal with patients with a variety of problems associated with the gut. It could be something as simple as reflux, or it could be as serious as a cancer. And then in between, the problems are something of the nature of obesity, which is almost like an epidemic in our current society. Friends, the knowledge and the discoveries that medicine has made over the last few decades have been really amazing. I see surgery and the way surgery has advanced can provide relief of pain and suffering to so many individuals within a short span of time. You can take the example of cataract. An individual who could not see could literally start seeing within 24 hours after a cataract operation. The other major influence that medicine has made is by way of drugs called antibiotics. These drugs are specifically targeting the bugs that affect and harm us, and they have the potential of creating complications. We call it, broadly speaking, as sepsis. But antibiotics exert a huge influence, and they have made a significant improvement in the survival rate of patients. But friends, what has happened in the last 7 to 10 years in the field of medicine, and more specifically in the field of gastrointestinal medicine, is mind-blowing. Now let's get a few facts right. When we talk about the gut extends over a length of 9 meters. But what makes the gut more interesting is these tiny finger-like projections that come out of the inner lining of the gut that increase its surface area. If you were to take the gut and actually spread it flat, actually stretch it out, it would cover, this 9-meter long gut would cover the size of 3 soccer fields. That's the amount of area that it exposes us to anything that we put into our mouth. But more importantly and interestingly, friends, what makes this gastrointestinal tract so much exciting, and this is something that we have discovered in the last 7 to 10 years, is the life that exists or lives within the gut. This is the gut microbiome, or the gut flora, the bacteria that call our guts their home. Not all bacteria are harmful. Not all bacteria are going to kill us. In fact, if we did not have bacteria in our body, we may find it difficult to survive, because, just to give you an example, these bacteria break down the food that we eat to make it into small sizes such that the body can actually absorb and gain nutrition out of it. Had it not been for these bacteria, we would not be able to even properly digest these foods. Friends, the amazing fact about these gut bacteria are that they outnumber the number of cells that are there in our body. We have 10 trillion cells in our body. However, we have 100 trillion bacteria in our gut. These gut bacteria are like an ecosystem. It is like if you see the Great Barrier Reef. The ecosystem is amazing. It is diverse. However, it is unique for each individual. Another fact about these gut bacteria is that our human body, the human genome or the genetic makeup, has got approximately 20,000 variations. But when it comes to these gut bacteria, their genetic makeup and variations can range anywhere from 2 to 20 million. What that means for us is that the kind of gut bacteria that we harbor can actually sometimes suppress or sometimes express certain genes. And what it translates to is how we harbor disease in our body and how we express it, or how we express health on the other hand. Friends, these gut bacteria not only influence the way we handle our food and how we handle the digestion, but now science is telling us that they determine our mood, our personalities, our behavior, and not just that, it also influences what our body odors are going to be like. On that note, I sometimes give the example that my 7-year-old daughter is really prone to being bitten by mosquitoes whenever she's outdoors. The answer to that may be in the kind of gut bacteria that she harbors and the body odor and the sweats that she makes. Friends, it is also becoming a common knowledge now in medicine that kids born out of cesarean sections are more prone to allergies, more prone to becoming obese, and also stand a higher risk of developing some behavioral problems. What all of this is leading us to, friends, is that the gut microbiome or the gut flora not only determine our overall health, but also our risk of developing problems. And these problems are not just gut problems. They could be problems associated with our brain function, such as multiple sclerosis, or it could be our risk of developing mental health issues, such as depression. This is a really exciting area, friends, and I'm sure you would be familiar with the term gut feeling. The gut is the one primary organ that is the largest producer of a hormone called serotonin. Serotonin is our happy hormone. It makes us feel relaxed, it makes us feel calm, and we need it in order to have a better sleep. This hormone is produced primarily in the gut. The more important thing is that the gut and the human brain have got a two-way axis of communication. How we feel in the brain influences the function of our gut. We know people who experience a lot of stress develop ulcers in the stomach. This had been common knowledge many years ago. However, we now know that people who are in chronic state of stress harbor a certain kind of bacterial flora, which may be detrimental to their health. Conversely speaking, people who have gut-related problems, they can develop issues with their brain too. And one of the common examples is irritable bowel syndrome, where it is well known now that individuals who have got irritable bowel syndrome also experience concurrently issues with their mental health, such as anxiety, stress, and depression. Friends, I want to take this opportunity to invite you to our forthcoming seminar on your gut health and you. This is bound to be a very engaging subject because we've got specialists who will be talking on the influence that your gut has on your overall health. But more importantly, what is it that we can do today to actually take charge of our health? And more importantly, in relation to the subject of gut health, what can we do with our diet, with our levels of stress, and how can this translate into a better health for not only our community, but also for our nation? Friends, I take this opportunity to invite you. Please click the link at the bottom of this video and register your interest, and I'll look forward to seeing you at this seminar. Thank you and good luck.